Making sure we hear the mic there. What's up, man? We just came back. We won't start the topic over again because heard that we didn't have any sound, but now you see that we got
back
sound.
at it.
We got sound now. So
there we go.
We got sound. So I'm gonna let a couple of y'all tap in or whatever. The topic that we were talking about is consistency, and we're gonna start over. So, but for the time being, until some of y'all tap in, I really need y'all to let me know if y'all can hear me now, so we can really get to it. So I need to know if y'all can hear me though.
One, two, bring it to the phone. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up. Cause you know we're about to rip shit up. Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G-Thing, baby. Too low down, niggas so it, baby. Too low down, niggas so it, baby. Too low down, niggas so it. Correct.
Yeah, we about to get started though.
Some say the blacker the better, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh, and the deeper the roots. I get my holler till my sisters on welfare. You rock kids, if nobody else can. And I know they like to beat you down a lot. When you come around the block, brothers clown a lot. But please don't cry, dry your eyes, never let up. Forgive, but don't forget, girl, keep your head up. And when he tells you you ain't nothing, don't believe. And if you can't learn to love you, you should leave. Cause sister, you don't need. And I ain't trying to cash up, I just wanna how I see. You know what makes me unhappy? That when brothers make babies and leave a young mother to be a mess. And since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and I came from a woman. I went to why we take from my women, why we rape our women. No, Slippy, God is calling me.
Should know about
I
this
don't gotta sing my daughter. God is calling me. Gotta bring me home. I wanna fly.
I know this is back in the race.
Keep up.
Tell you what, before we get started,
I can't see, and all the walls keep looking at me. I tell myself there's nothing wrong, but I can't stop gritting my teeth. Snitches wanna lie, snitches wanna ride, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is pain. I cannot maintain the madness on my brain. I resort to violence, my killers moving silent. If you don't know when I'm silent, then your killers are violent. After all, we did it, he won it, come and get it. Took it till you split it, damn right we did it. What the F you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the ball too, don't know what we gon' do. I might have to show how easily we do. We run out there some more, that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle, break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle, just cause I can't stand it. Put my sport tapes like you bustin' grapes, then you holding weight, haven't been the hate. Stop, shut 'em down, don't let 'em stop. Yeah. Still into my cake. I want you around all the time. I want you around me all the time.
yeah, you know, Look,
see it.
Look, man. Look,
I see it.
Little quick little something, you know what I'm saying?
Deep in the crates. I see it.
Nah, I wasn't deep just yet, bro. Deep just yet.
Scotty was deep enough, though. I don't think people heard that song.
No. I'm telling you.
Scotty was deep enough.
Look, most people don't know about that.
Scotty was deep
I'm
enough.
starting to see spaceships from there. Yeah, they were like, what?
Number one on my playlist.
Hey, I'm telling you, when some people like listen to my crates and everything, I didn't even say my crates, my catalog. They were like, what you know about that, youngin?
That's what I said to you the first time. The first time I heard the mix, I said, what you know about that?
I grew up in the 90s, man.
I said, how old's your brother? No, I said, how old's your dad? Had to be my age.
That's a good. What? Oh, there we go. We still here. All right, cool. All right, we back. Audio, y'all couldn't hear us first, but hey, if y'all tapping in, I know y'all. I can see it now, but I know if y'all tapping in, let me know. If y'all can hear me, let me know. But I'm gonna go ahead and reintroduce myself. First episode, All Jail Podcast. We talking about consistency. Let me get comfortable. I had the J's on, but you know I'm gonna take my shoes off. I'm comfortable, you know. Got the J's.
Get comfortable.
Hey, how they be like? Yeah, bro, I got the Space Jam. How the young people do? I got the Space Jams on. Like
they can hear you.
Yeah,
they can hear you.
They can hear me. I'm about to hit a 360 windmill. Nah, let me quit. But like I said, All Jail Podcast. First episode is about consistency. Don't mind the drywall. Don't mind the drywall.
In the basement with Julius. We're going to get this fixed, though.
It's going to look real dandy. We're going to have them.
Nice.
We're going to have people coming over and all that. But right now, I ain't going to say it's a rough draft, but you got to
number one is the rough draft.
You got to start
somewhere. We have to make sure they see progress. That we're going to be consistently
or as they say,
redoing this.
The come up. Come up. But like I said, Arkeem, DJ Nasty Gravy.
Julius.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you for letting me host in your basement, your crib. So, the topic is, let's get to it. The topic is consistency. And so, this is I chose this topic because this is one of the main things that I struggle with is consistency. You know?
We all struggle with that.
Man, I'm just like, my health is better. But life be life, and y'all know life be life, and so I got to get more consistent in other things. So, but how we gonna start it like we did before is, what does consistency look like to you, Julius?
I think it's doing something that you love, doing something consistently. Like I always say, doing something that you get a habit of. So I can tell everybody, 21 days makes a habit. So 21 days of being consistent. That's consistency for me.
And like I just stated before, this is one of the main things that I struggle with. So consistency to me, man, I got to be persistent on staying on task. I got to be persistent. Like, oh, man, I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym. But if I keep lacking that, my consistency going to keep wavering. So I got to have a better... What I say a better stronghold or a better outlook on my consistency. And, with my co-hosts and then also with the people that I reached out to, I read their stuff. And I'm going to implement a lot of this stuff because, life be lifing. And sometimes we don't always have the topic or we don't have the certain... we can tell each other, all right, man, I'm going to stop eating fast food. You tell yourself that.
But you never stop.
You
just keep going.
But then you watch something on social media, it's like, maybe I should try that. So this is kind of like that same aspect, like, we all need some bit of advice, but how we going to take it or how we going to implement it. So, that's question number one. So, consistency, I put like some adjectives with it. So for C, I got compassionate. We're going to read them all off first. So compassionate.
Next one. After compassion is open. After that, let's go with nervous, satisfying, inspired, sincere, time, energy, negligent, capable, and we left the last one blank. Why? It all spells consistency, but we left the last one for you guys to help us out to figure out why. Why? What is why?
Man. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go with that. So the C in compassionate is I put compassionate because if you're not compassionate about something that you do, you're not gonna stay consistent with it.
100%.
And that's one thing I'm learning. So that's what, like, if I'm compassionate about being a DJ, you know, but I lacked consistency in other things. I had blinders on with other things, so that kind of wavered my consistency in certain different things. So you got to be compassionate, not only in just things that you enjoy doing, things that you don't enjoy doing. So you can have a yin and a yang. So you can have an even keel.
True.
What you think, bro?
Compassionate. I think the same thing. You gotta have compassion, or you gotta be passionate about anything you're trying to succeed in. And if you're trying to be consistent, the only way you can be consistent is having compassion to stay consistent. So that compassion runs right with it. That's the best one for C. The next one in consistency is open. I think for me, open is huge because you got to be open for change. If you're doing something consistent, or to stay consistent, you got to be open for changing. Like I said, 21 days of being consistent doing something builds a habit. So you got to be open to building a habit. That's something new. And always when you're doing something new, you got to be open to actually changing and doing what it takes to be consistent and to change.
You know, I low key could have put change right there for compassion, but it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of a toss.
I didn't even think about that till now.
It was really a toss up because when you said change and open, like ooh, like you started to preach. Damn.
It's the truth, though. It's the truth.
But I'm gonna tell you right there, I put open because I struggle with that 1,000%.
Of being open with people or what?
Yeah, just being open with people, like being open with family, friends, significant others. Like I struggle with that because, like I said, like I don't know if it's just, I ain't gonna say it's just Aquarius in me or just me. Like I get to a point like, man, like right now we talking, boom, doing whatever. Then 20 minutes or an hour later, I can shut my phone off and be cool. I don't know why. That's something that I'm still trying to figure out. But one thing, like when I'm talking about something that I'm compassionate about, like we talking about, like DJing, like when I told you about opening up my own business, you seen the compassion.
Hell yeah.
You seen the compassion. I can sit right there.
I can feel the compassion.
Like that. And then sometimes it's like, I don't feel like talking about it. So that's what I'm working on. Like
that's why we weren't meeting on them days. I got it now. It took me a minute to figure it out, but I understand now. I got it.
Hey, my homie Fansel know. My homie, hey, shout out to Biggs. He know. He be like, bro, you need to stop doing that shit.
Okay.
Bro, you need to stop doing that shit, bro. Like, you know, like I'm like, it's cool, but it's really not, because if you really compassionate and open about something, it's gonna help you with your consistency.
True.
And I'm like I said, I'm learning it. So, and then I don't know if you want me to go next. I can go. Pick
yeah, go for it. Cause I don't really know this N word you put there. Nerd.
No, it's not.
Nerd.
Not that N word. Not that N word. Y'all.
No. It's a different NERVOUS. How you pronounce that?
Nervous.
So is that a feeling or what is that? I ain't never felt that before. What is that?
Well, I felt it plenty of times. So that's why I said nervous, because like, all right, little backstory before we get into it. So how I met Julius is he was one of the managers at one of the grocery stores out here, and we just hit it off. And then, you know, I just started talking about my business plan, and I always have telling him like, man, I'm super nervous to do this, and then, you know, I made all the excuses like, what about health insurance and how I'm gonna get employees, and I was super nervous about it. But here recently, you know, I stopped blocking my blessings and I started getting booked more for DJ gigs and stuff like that, and it made me feel like I'm getting to it. And now, you know, like I stated earlier, before all the audio issues, is I've been listening to Eric Thomas. I listened to him when I was in high school playing ball and stuff like that. But now, since I got a little bit older, a little bit wiser, just listen to some of the stuff he said, man, and like all the situations that he went through and stuff like that. If you're open and not nervous, you know, open a lot of different avenues for you, and if you're compassionate about it, it's gonna help you be very more consistent.
Plus, if you're compassionate about it, if you have passion, you're compassionate, but you ain't gonna be nervous.
Nope.
That's something you want to do.
Nope.
Like I said, I don't really know what nervous means, but hearing you saying the nervous part, actually that would absolutely hurt somebody on being consistent. Because if you can't do something that you're scared of, you're scared to do it, you ain't want to do it. Let's say there's 21 days that you got to do something. You get up the first day, you do it. All right, I accomplished it, all right, but it was still kind of scary. Do it the second day. All right, I halfway did. I didn't give it my all, but I was there. The third day, I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm sick of being nervous, sick of being scared. I'm going to do what I always do. Nothing. And that's where you lose that consistency.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not consistent about hitting my homeboys up either. So it's just like when I get closed off or the open spot, like when Julie said, like, man, that's why you ain't been hitting me up. Nah, bro, I just don't really like. Nah, bro, I just want to be left alone, or all that other stuff. But you can't be there because there's people out there that really genuinely care about you, and sometimes you gotta reach out, even if it's an uncomfortable conversation or situation or something that you don't want to talk about. You got to be open about it, and it will help you not be nervous. And so, with that being said, the next one is
inspired. Inspired. How do you be inspired?
Well, we can't be inspired yet if it's not satisfying.
Man, I guess you're right. Let's back it up. Satisfying. You're right. Satisfying. You're right.
Hey, that's why it's Bubbles here, so make sure we.
Oh wait, let's spell that right. C-O-N. You right. Satisfying. What's satisfying about being consistent?
We're a little dyslexic. I'm sorry. Hey, first episode, like we said, drywall in the back. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be all right. I'm telling you, it's gonna be transformed, and it's gonna be probably one of the hottest podcasts that y'all seen. But I mean,
at least by episode 2.
My episode.
At least by episode 2.
Because he got the next topic.
I got it. Satisfying. What's satisfying about being consistent or consistency? It's hard. But I think with being consistent or consistency, you need to make sure that you're doing something that's satisfying you.
Yeah.
If you're not being satisfied by accomplishing small goals, by being consistent, doing whatever you're doing, even if it's going to work and being to work on time, if you're not being satisfied by being there early to figure out what's going on, that way you can work more efficient, then that's on you. If you're not open to changing and stop being nervous, you can't satisfy yourself by accomplishing your goals. What about you?
See, this is another one I think. Like these three, I think I picked in coherence or together because I have a hard time being open. I have a very good talent at DJing, but I've been super nervous about, putting myself out there about it, but not putting myself out there. Just like when I get nervous when I'm not getting booked or somebody don't hit me back or somebody don't like my price, like that. And then it was satisfying when I just rolling around like DJing because that's what I love. I was satisfied when I was making this little bit of money, that little bit of money. Then when a situation happened, and I went DJing for a while, I'm not gonna lie, I got down. But then I was like, man, what can I do to satisfy, this void or things like that? I built my YouTube channel from scratch. Y'all don't know, Nasty Gravy Entertainment. I am now at 609 subscribers. Go check out the channel, man. I got some good, amazing stuff on there. And I got some other ones coming up, too. But, yeah, I have to work on being, like Julia said, that's one thing I got to work on. I definitely got to work on. I got to be satisfied about making a small goal. Like, with me, I wanted it all at once. Like, I want to open my business. I wanted to be successful. This and that. I was just thinking about the mountaintop. I wasn't thinking about the rocks and pebbles. But I'm gonna stop right there. That's a little bit. That's a little bit into what people sent in too. So I'm gonna leave that right there. But yeah.
The next one, inspired.
Now it's inspired. Now
is it? Okay, I'm on the inspired now.
Hercules.
Inspiration goes both ways. You can inspire yourself and inspire other people that are watching you. You got to remember, every day, all day, somebody's watching what you're doing. And some of the times, if they can see that you're accomplishing goals, whether it be weight loss, health, growing hair, either one of those type of things, they see you succeeding, they're like, you know what, I can do the same thing. So you gotta stay inspired to be consistent. So at the end of the day, you gotta figure out what's your inspiration to be consistent, and how can you be consistent when you don't get no inspiration.
So I'm gonna make a joke on it. I mean, hey, I got hair, he don't, but I mean, we're inspired to get the drywall right. All right, we inspired to get the drywall right. But another thing that inspired me, because I was like, I'm gonna go back to the ones that I used before. Me being more open now, I'm saying, like, I always wanted to do a podcast. I really didn't really talk about it, but when life be life, and when you don't got certain answers, and then or certain answers, I mean, You can go to the man upstairs as well too. That's a very good source to go to too. But people, we all human. You know, somebody might be going through the same situation you going through, or something that you haven't went through. They can help you through that situation, but you won't know if you don't be open about it. So that can inspire other people. Like, some people might not be inspired to talk on camera. So one of the things is like, hey man, life be life, and I was like, let me get other people's opinion about consistency. So that's why I keep saying, like, I ain't trying to get a lot of the things, because there's some good shit in this right here. It's some good shit that people that sent me. But if you are inspired and you keep that flame of being inspirational for yourself, it really will rub off on other people. Because like, I really didn't really know. Because when I was telling Julius about like the plans and stuff like that, I think I inspired him a little bit, but I didn't really think like man, I'm just telling this man this stuff, and he ain't really. But no, he hit me up. Hey, bro, you still serious about it? I'm like,
Cause I'm ready to go when you ready to go. You already know that.
yeah. When he was saying, I thought he was bullshit when he said that shit. But I seen he was like, yeah. I told him, I was like, yeah, I hit the person up, this and that. He was like, oh, you want to work on numbers? Let's work on numbers tonight. I'm like, and then in the back, I'm not gonna even lie, I was nervous. I'm like, nah, maybe next week or a couple weeks. Right? Am I right?
But I said I got you though. Ain't no reason to be nervous because I got you.
But when I was right, he was like, yeah, let's work on numbers. And I was just like, I'm not gonna lie. I looked at the phone. It was like,
I gotta do it because I said I was gonna do it though. I gotta be consistent, so I'm gonna answer Julius and I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
that's what happened, right?
Yeah, I answered him, but it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It was bullshit. I'm gonna call my bluff. It was bullshit. All right. So, inspired, and the next one is what? Sincere.
Sincere. You gotta be sincere in whatever you're trying to do. Same thing like he said about the business. If you're not sincere about starting a business, you're not going to spend that time putting a business plan together. We spent, I think, 3 hours? 3 hours crunching numbers, putting a business plan together.
And my brain hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt.
He was inspired to do it, a little nervous to do it, but open to start the business, but had compassion. So he stuck with me for 3 hours, crunching numbers, writing the P&L, figuring out where the dollars and cents are going to go and how we're going to make money.
Also with them super overly seasoned over lemon pepper wings. I'm not gonna say where. We're not gonna say where. We're not gonna say where. But bro, like, you know, I'm getting off topic here, but you know, when you get wings and like when you pick the wing up, it was so over seasoned. Man, I smelled it all in my nostrils. Like I had allergies and started sniffling and coughing. I said, what's wrong, bro? I was like, they put too much seasoning.
But the problem is, like I said before you go eat somewhere, if you can see who's working and who's cooking, that'll tell you what's right and what's wrong.
That's another topic.
Like I said, we looked, we saw.
That's another topic for discussion, bro. That's another topic for discussion.
Next one.
But I have my answer real quick. One thing I'm learning is not only you got to be sincere with consistency, but you got to be sincere with yourself. You got to be sincere with others. And if you don't show that sincerity to other people or something that's coming down the line, it's really gonna block your consistency and your inspiration. So
True. Next one, time. You gotta have the time to be consistent. Gotta have the time for consistency. Got to. If you don't have time, once again, you're not gonna be inspired. You're not gonna be sincere. You're gonna be nervous and never be satisfied with the time that you put in to being consistent. So if you don't have time for any of this stuff, you might as well just stop. I mean, it's further down the list on all of them, but still, time is number one. You got to have time to be consistent. If you don't have time in your life, you got too much stuff going on, works, all on your brain, your house life, work life, everything's all terrible, then you don't got time. So if you don't have time, what you have to do? Make the time. Yeah. There we go.
So one thing I found out about it is I struggle with, and I've gotten a whole lot better with. Like, I did put the time in to, make my business and get the LLC, get the EIN number, all that other stuff like that. I put time for that, but, and then some days I did not put the time. So it was like 50-50, but with time, you have to literally be 100% with time. You have to be 100% with time. That's one thing I noticed, that not only with like your business plan, but your life, your spiritual walk, just like your health. Like, you have to literally put the time in. Like, that time that you want to sit at home for the extra 45 minutes or 10 minutes, like, I'm gonna just scroll on social media all the time, or I'm gonna just watch TV. That time can be put into a business plan or something that you really want to inspire yourself to do. So
True. So easy to waste time, right? So easy to waste time.
Curiosity killed the cat, so that can basically go with the time. But I mean, that, like I said, that could be another topic too. So like, hey man, I hope y'all enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? But like, after we go through these adjectives, you know what I'm saying, not to keep y'all boring. You know, I like what I like to do. It wasn't my choice to do this. It was actually my co-host. He was like, hey bro, you should bring your speakers and you should bring your setup and spin. You know, so everybody can, because you might gotta go to the bathroom, or if you on the toilet right now, just make sure you wash your hands and you wipe your butt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Or if you're taking a shower, please don't drop your phone in the shower. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be all right. But you know, I can't help it. I'm gonna have to spin a little bit of tunes. You know, just a little bit. Like, had to throw him through a loop real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Spin him.
So, hey, gotta show you my God gifted talent that I was given. But you see the energy that we got right now? That's the next one. You like how I came into that?
Energy.
The energy that I'm bringing right now? Listen, this is from day one. Podcast one. If I don't bring this energy, I need y'all to let me know in the chat. Like, hey Gravy.
Low energy.
Hey Julius. You ain't bringing the energy tonight. I'm not sharing this. I'm not hearting this. I'm not even leaving a comment on this thing. But if you got high volume energy, which I do from time to time, I'm not gonna lie, but that energy helps you with your consistency. That time helps you with the energy. That being inspired helps you with your energy.
If you ain't got no energy, you don't have time. And with energy, 100% rolls right into being consistent. You got to spend plenty of energy on being consistent. And if you don't have the time to spend that energy on there, you waste your time. So consistency is always about energy. What kind of energy you put into it, and what kind of energy you put on everybody else that's seeing you strive and accomplish your goals. Put that energy in there.
No doubt. Hey, on a side note though, shout out to Temu. I'm a Temu fiend. I'm a Temu fan. You know what I'm saying? With the hoodie, the me versus me joint. Hey, anybody that know Temu, tell them, hey, I'm looking for a sponsorship or something, you know what I'm saying? A sponsorship. Hey, I love Temu. I order everything almost off Temu. Hey, I got a whole new furniture set off Temu. I'm not gonna even lie to you, you know what I'm saying? Whole fit, but that's beside the point. Next one.
You go ahead and stay on Temu. I'm
hey,
the next
my bad. They don't have 3Xs and Temu. You know what I'm saying? Actually,
all little bitty stuff. If it's a 3X, it's gonna shrink to like a 1X by the time I get done with it in the wash one time.
That's why sometimes you don't dry certain things. You know that.
I ain't got all time for that.
Hey, shout out to 2 people that's viewing, man. Hey, man, if y'all like it, man, make sure y'all like, share, and heart this thing. Appreciate y'all.
Negligence, the next one. After time and energy, negligent. What you think about that?
Negligence. Oh, I messed that up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Well, it's basically neglect. I mean, you can say neglect too. I mean, if you neglect the energy and the time that you put in, you won't be open. You won't be compassionate about it. You'll basically just be going through the motions, man. Like, if you neglect your health, I did for a long period of time, but I'm doing great now. I'm doing great, by the way. Shout out to the Omnipod 5, you know what I'm saying? Great. It's great. I've been on it for a little while. I'm back to the 200 Club. It is great. I'm not even lying to you. If you got diabetes out there and you scared to talk about it as well, man, and you really don't like needles like I didn't.
Oh, nobody like needles.
Man.
Nobody.
That's a side note for another
Just
time.
saying.
Some people do like needles, but I'm just going to say it's a side note. But if you don't like needles, the Omnipod 5 is the way to go. If I get sponsored by them too, man, hey, I'll tell the world. The Omnipod 5 is the best way to go. But don't neglect your health. Don't neglect your health, your mental health, what you're passionate about. If you got a business plan, don't be nervous about it. Just don't neglect it, because you will actually really, really will block your blessings too as well. So
True. Next one we got is capable. How can you be capable of being consistent? I think for me, being capable, like I said, is just making a plan. I think as long as you are already trying to work on your consistency, you're already capable of accomplishing that. If you already made a plan, you already put the time in there, the energy, than being capable. That's the easiest thing to go along with time and energy and being sincere. If you're inspired, you're already capable of doing whatever you're trying to accomplish. As far as being nervous, as long as you're capable of doing it, you know you're capable of doing it, why are you going to be nervous about it? You already know you're capable. You feel you're capable. People see you being capable. So there's no time to be nervous. It's just time to be consistent. And as long as you're being consistent, capable runs right along with it. What you think?
I'm going to just, short and sweet it. You know what I'm saying? Capable. If you're capable and you can be compassionate, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. Like, if you have a capable ability, it doesn't matter if everybody else is doing it. If you're capable of doing it, like, I'm capable of being a DJ, or you're capable of being a cook, or if you're really good at writing. If you're very capable about it and you're really compassionate about it, don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. That's how I see it. And then I left the Y adjective blank, and when we was doing this before, Julius hit me with the perfect one. And I didn't really think about it because when he said it, I was thinking W and not the letter Y. And you gonna understand why I said it. I was thinking when he said, what you say it was?
I said why? It's easy. Why?
But when you said it, I was thinking like WHY. Because like when you look at the adjective, cause like I'm like, all right, and I was like, when you said why, it's like, yeah, why are you consistent? When you hit me with that, I'm like, man,
that's too easy.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, that should be probably the first one, but it can't because of the way the words spelled. But
man,
why?
I feel like I threw you a lob like Blake Griffin.
It was too easy.
It was too easy.
Prince Paul to Blake Griffin. It was too easy. I'm gonna jam that.
Hey, that was great. Hey, that's consistency. We already answered one question. How does consistency look? Then we put out the adjectives. So, I'm thinking, co-host, should we go ahead and go into the questions, or should I spin a couple tracks?
You already know you got to spin just a little bit.
All right, man.
Just a little bit. Come on.
You know what I got.
Come on.
Hey, man, you already know what I got to do quick. Hey, All Chill Podcast, episode 1. Y'all go ahead, bathroom break, do what y'all need to do, get y'all drinks, Bluetooth speaker, whatever. But I'm gonna spin real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Songs, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, you know it. Yes, sir. Let's do this, man.
From Bed-Stuy, the niggas either do or they gon' die. Gotta keep the ratchet close by. Someone murdered, nobody seen, nobody heard it. Just another funeral service. Niggas will get at you, come through shining, they at you. In broad daylight, kidnap you. Let's get clapped through. Police stay on us like tattoos. Niggas only grind cause we have to. Money is power, swing, crack, weed, and powder. Things come through every hour, it's all about that power. And we no deal with cowards. Weak lamb get devoured by the lion in the concrete jungle. The strong stand and rumble, the weak fold and crumble. It's the land of trouble. Brooklyn, home of the greatest rappers. Big comes first and the cream comes after. Now put your lighters up. Bed-Stuy, put your lighters up. New York, put your lighters up. DC, putting your lighters up. Philadelphia, put your lighters up. Detroit, put your lighters up. Chi-Town, keep putting them lighters up.
Another piece of classic material with DJ Nasty Gravy.
Every man
pair of shoes, $12.50. You want to boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. Ready to get in the club? Then I want to walk. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no light.
Yeah, quick little break. Quick little dance break. You know what I'm saying? Hope we back. We back.
We back. Here we go.
We back. Hey, that was my co-host. He wanted me to spin every now and then. So
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So, we about to see. We go into now. All right, that was pretty cool, though. I like that. That was pretty cool. You know, quick little 3-4 song, little something. So,
Put a little energy in it.
yeah, energy. That was one of the things with consistency, right? Energy. You
Put a
know?
little energy in there. With just a little bit of time with DJing.
So, what's the question? What was it?
How does consistency impact my ability to achieve my goals? How does consistency impact my ability to achieve my goals?
I'm gonna let you go first.
I think it takes time. I mean, nobody likes being consistent on anything. I mean, there's some people out there that have OCD that 100% have to be consistent, doing the same things all the time for their mental health to be good. I think for me, like I say always, it's about the timeline. You know, if you continue to do something, like I always say, you know, like my dad always told me, if you continue to do something for 21 days, it's a habit. It's a habit so much that your body will hurt if you don't do the same thing that you've been doing for 21 days. It's just embedded in your mind for 21 days that you have to do something. If you get up every morning at 3 a.m. to go do whatever you got to do, and you do that for 21 days straight, on that 23rd day, you'll get up and be like, something ain't right. I'm missing something. So you got to go do what you was consistently doing. What about you?
Like I was stating before, like I lack in consistency a lot. But here in these last couple months and you know all these other things like that, I've been working on my consistency. And one thing I learned about consistency, it does impact your goals very much if you're not consistent in what you do. Like if you do it one day and then you don't do it for a couple months, or you don't do it for a month and then you try to do it back the next day, you gotta stay not only consistent with it, but you gotta have that drive also. If you got the drive to stay consistent, I think that helps too. But sometimes you get unwavered and you get knocked off. You get knocked off your path, and then you're just like, man, you want to give up. You know, a lot of things people been telling me like, don't give up. But I'm just like, man, you try to make all the excuses in your mind or in the world, just saying, man, nobody want to do this, or nobody fucking with me, or you know, I ain't getting no chance. Sometimes you got to create that opportunity and the chance for yourself, and you can't be nervous about it.
What? A what? What is that called again?
Nervous.
Okay, all right. I'm still trying to take in what that word means. Nervous. Parents never taught me that one, so that's new to me right there. I learned a lot of stuff, but nervous. I got it. Next question. How does consistency affect my overall well-being and mental health?
You want me to go first this time since you went first last time?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right, so as I stated before, but y'all didn't hear me doing the sound. Mental health is real. That's a whole nother topic that we're going to get to later down the line. I don't know what episode, but mental health is real. And also, men in general, no matter if you're white, black, Hispanic, brown, purple, blue, it's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay to talk about your feelings. Because your mental health is real, because we can not think about it or do certain things and wazay, but you be such in a certain, I would say, space that you come so comfortable and used to that you don't know that you're affecting others, or you're not being compassionate, or not showing the time or the effort or the capability. Like you don't really notice it until it's like until the shit really hits the fan or reality really sets in. So it impacts your mental health goes with a lot of different things, and that goes with if it's blocked, like don't let nothing block your blessings, and then also just take care of your mental health. And then if it's something that you really strive for, take that step. Like take that step, and then look for the guidance. Look for the correct guidance. Put yourself around the right-minded people, like-minded people, and in the right state of mind.
True. I think when my mental health is either low or just, not in a good state, it's because I'm not winning. That's just me personally. If I'm not winning doing something that's making me happy, my mental health's suffering. So I think for me, being consistent, if I'm consistently, achieving my goals, consistently seeing that what I'm doing is actually affecting my body or my heart or my mind, I think for me it's a simple win. So I'm happy just by being consistent and seeing my goals, being accomplished helps my mental health. So I'm like happy all day. People are like, what you happy for? So I accomplished my goal. I did exactly what I was going to do. And today's only day 19. I got 2 more days to go to be consistent.
Hey, like I said, I'm going to adopt that 21
Telling you right now.
I didn't really
telling you right now. Simple stuff just like doing curls every day for 21 days. You'll see a whole new muscle.
I didn't really think about it. Because like I said, like me, like I will always want to see it. Like it might be other people out there too that's listening or, tapping in or going to watch a little bit later. I don't know about most people, but I know me. If I don't get it all at once, that's one thing I'm teaching myself. If I don't get it all at once, I'm upset or I'm shut off or something like that. But like no, like that's another reason why I picked that question too. Like well, that's another question down the line. It's on the aspect of that, but you gotta celebrate the small wins.
True.
But that's a little bit further down the line. You gotta celebrate.
I mean, the small wins is there. You gotta have some time to celebrate. When is everybody happy?
But some people like you think about it like. We all want to be billionaires and millionaires. We all do, but we got to put the time in to do that.
True.
They was inspired to do it. They were all the adjectives that I described, they did it. But some of us, we like to cut corners.
Because we're scared.
Or nervous.
What?
Or nervous.
Okay.
Or not open about it.
True.
Or don't want to put the energy in about it.
True.
Or don't know our why.
Love it. How can I make my goals more achievable and maintain my consistency? I mean, it runs with everything else. You got to build a habit. You got to make a habit. If you're not making a habit of achieving goals and maintaining consistency, what are you doing it for? It's the same thing as a why. If you're not going to stay with your goals, see them all the way till they accomplish, let everybody else see what you've been accomplishing, why even try to be consistent? So for me, like I said, just have to make your goals small enough to achieve them. That way you can celebrate those small wins. It helps your mental health. Have to. It's essential.
So, like I stated before when we were doing it, and I ain't had no audio. Look like I'm having audio this time because nobody really commented or said anything, so it's pretty good. If you haven't listened to Eric Thomas, great motivational speaker.
Who?
Eric Thomas. And one of the things that he always say is, because I listened to him before. The same motivational speaker is the question that he asks is, "What is your why?" And then another thing that he said is, if your why is not strong enough, you will fail.
True.
If your why is not strong enough, you will get off your path, and you won't be consistent. It's just this is what he said. I'm sitting right there listening, like, man, and this is the topic that I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah. So, I'm staying more consistent with my business. I'm trying to get more consistent with my life, and I'm trying to also just accept the small little wins and don't block my blessings anymore. And just if I got questions about it, reach out. Don't be like, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. I swear that's one of my favorite lines. When something going on, I don't know, I'll figure it out.
It's me too.
I'll figure it out. And then
stubborn.
I say it, yes. I say I'll figure it out, then 6 months down the line, I totally forgot about it. And then once that come back up or it comes relevant again, I'm like, man, wasn't I supposed to figure that? Didn't I say I was going to figure that out?
But never got back to it.
And I closed it off and forgot about it. So, so.
We all guilty of it.
Yeah.
The next one, how can I celebrate small wins to stay motivated
See, I told you
and consistent?
I told you.
Right back to the small wins.
What is this? But you got to explain to me because I told you I have a hard time figuring out what the fuck is a small win? Like, what is a small win?
I think it's like we talked about earlier. You got to write it down. And what I usually try to do is put the easiest achievable goals at the top. That way you can cross off one.
Well, I mean to cut you off.
No, go for it.
I mean to cut you off, but some of the ones I said, I was, what is a small win? Somebody wrote, like the people that wrote in here. Yes, but the one thing that I got back, I'm gonna refer back to ET again. He said,
Who?
Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas. He said, if you don't write your goals down, they're just a wish. And I was like, hold on. I was like, hold on. I'm at work like, what?
Wishes never come true.
Man.
Never come
He
true.
was like, if you don't write your goals down, they're just wishes. And I'm just thinking like, man. And then the other thing too was he was just like, what was the other? If you don't write your goals down and give it a specific time, you're never going to achieve it. I'm like I was stating to Julius earlier, I was like, man, I've been wanting to open up my own establishment for a while, since I started DJing. 4 years. I was still in phase 1. But I don't know, somehow, some way, he got me out of phase 1. We in phase 2 now.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Motivation.
He's keeping me consistent now. So, man, I mean, why not be the perfect host if he can keep me consistent? You know what I'm saying? So, I finally gave myself a target date. I'm not going to tell y'all that. We'll go a little bit further down the line and we work on some other things. But he know the target date. I know the target date. Just be ready for it. It's about to be crazy.
100%.
It's about to be crazy.
That's the last one, brother.
No, you forgetting one. Hold on. You forgetting one. That was 5. 6 is the most powerful question of all because you flipped and whoop the whoop, and now I got to figure out what you did with the front page and here you go.
Let me see.
That one right there at the top, and then we're gonna spin a couple tracks, and then we're gonna get to what people asked us.
The last one. How can I stay consistent when facing unexpected challenges or setbacks?
Whoa. You gotta read that one again because that one was very powerful. That's why I left that for number 6. Go ahead.
The last one is the good one. How can I stay consistent when facing unexpected challenges or setbacks?
You want me to know?
I got it. I think the hardest thing is there's always going to be failure. I think even when you start a business, everybody will tell you it's going to take you 3 years or 2 years to make money or whatever. But at the same time, you got to make sure that you understand you're going to have failures, you're going to have setbacks, and figure out how to accomplish those or fix those before they even happen. So make you a list of things that's going to happen and already have solutions. That way that when it happens, I already got a solution for it. Move on to the next one, cross that out, make you another problem that's going to happen, and make you a solution. That way you can stay at least 2 steps ahead of any problem, any problem or any setback that you have.
But let's go back because I did remember a conversation you told me when you was working at this certain place.
Which time?
When we first met, man, I'm gonna tell you. So you remember when I was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to open up this blase. Some of y'all know, but I'm gonna keep it close to the vest just for certain reasons. And then he was like, yeah, man, go for it. Don't be afraid to fail. I'm looking at this man like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, he's like, yeah, I opened up plenty of business and I failed. I had failures. I had setbacks. But you know what I did? I just learned from those mistakes. And then I just applied them to
the new situation.
And then like me, I'm not gonna be lying. Like failures and setbacks for me, it's kind of a trigger for me because like I put a lot of time and effort in things, and I don't want to fail. But a lot of things that I learned from people is just like I always hear this: you can't go into business with everybody, and you can't mix pleasure with fun. That's one of the main ones I hear all the time. Is you can't go into business with a lot of friends.
True.
So I listened to all that too as well, but I had a lot of failures and setbacks in my life. Still going through them now. But one thing that I'm learning is like I had to get close to the man upstairs as well too, and I also had to rely on my corner, my inner circle, the people that care about me, friends, family, loved ones. that really care about you, and they see somebody they want you to, they want you to be successful. And I'm at the point now. It's like I'm not scared to fail now. I'm ready to launch and take this to the next step. So those are our answers. I got answers right here, but I'm gonna ask my co-host. Should we take a little break, or
You already know I need some more music.
you need some more music?
I need some more music.
Hey, here we go, and then we're gonna get into the other people's questions. I mean, the other people's answers. That inspired me to do this and be more consistent about this. Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go in the bag here.
What you got? What you got?
What I got? Let's see. I gotta play something that you might know. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Don't be nervous now.
Oh no. Shout out to Houston, right? Shout out to Houston. Could this work for you?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Let's see.
Let me see.
Girl, I gotta be next to you. Girl, I gotta be next to you. I gotta be next to you. You got me, you got me. I gotta be next to you. Baby, you on my mind. I'm just spending time with you. I gotta be next to you. You on my mind. I'm just spending time with you. I gotta be next to you. I ain't tripping about the limelight. The one with my shouter, she keep my mind right. When we up in the mall, she fill them shopping bags. She love to pop the tag, she love to drive the jag. Whenever we alone, she throw it in my phone, cause she don't want no interruptions while we going strong. My baby don't be on that foolish. My baby know I keep her foolish. That's why I let her outside at 7:45. That's why I take pride when I slide up in the thigh. My baby blue, she true, she hold me down. So when I get some time, I spend up with her now. Look at this car. All I say is, look, mommy, I'm no good, I'm so good. Clap with your soul, it's sober. That means back is sober. Killer, I'm not your companion. Boy, you ain't spin. They hit me when you want to get in. I'll be spraying, that's right. With lots of moms, we shot for lots. It's cops and robbers, racing left and right. It's block. But she like the way I diddy box. Beat that, maybe I'm Jordan kicks plus Chanel ski hat. She wants the, so I give her the. Yes, screaming out. She playing with us up, dig it up, live up. My streets are up, but they'll get it out. What they doing up? They want the girls, Montana, girls with big Indians. Listen to my we just got born from a we just got born from a we just got born from a dog, I mean what? The street what? Slash, Cocoa Puff, sweet what? Make you wanna eat, not me. Eat off the plate all you want, but not me. I'm from a distance, instant. They start to catch feelings, I start to steal and they what? Then I'm out, just like a thief in the night. I sink my teeth in the bite. You think your life I'm making more life? What's up tonight? Come on, ma. You know I got a wife. With a heart full of hatred, you said we wouldn't kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see you.
I know. I told you the archive. I mean, I can get in the archive just a little bit, but Hey, like I said, this ain't my request. That was the co-host.
It's just me.
That's a co-host.
Just me.
He just want me to spin, and I don't mind spinning. So I mean, hey, I hope y'all enjoyed whatever. even though we had a little mishap, you know, rough draft, like we said it before, rough draft.
It's gonna be better. You'll see.
You know, the sound wasn't great the first time, but I'm glad. Shout out to the people that reached out and said, hey, we couldn't hear you or whatever, but we're gonna have it set up even better on the next job. So we're gonna go into what some people, when I was like, hey man, I got 6 questions for y'all to answer. And they was like, man, these are really good topics. Like I said, you know, we be lifing and sometimes we need to hear other people's words or other inspiration or other.
Just didn't hear other people's feedback.
So,
I'm with you.
So, can you read question 1 for me again?
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to go what some people sent me. So, here we go.
Question number 1. What does consistency look like to you?
All right, so one person that sent me this said, so from their question 1 was, consistency looks like obedience, unwavering obedience and commitment to a goal, doing whatever is necessary to complete the goal. I'm like, oh man.
Somebody got deep on you out in the streets.
They did. They got deep,
like right there.
But they got deep because the way the questions was worded, it made you think complex. It's not like I said, like we were saying earlier, like, hey bro, you want a burger?
I guess it's alright.
But hey, do you want a bacon Swiss cheeseburger?
Man, put some mushrooms on it. I'm gonna take it all day, every day.
See, that's what I'm saying. Just being what you call it. So, you want me to read question 2 and you can go ahead and read the answer right here?
That's fine. Let's do that.
Yeah. All right, 2. How does consistency impact my ability to achieve my goals?
So they said consistency keeps the journey moving forward. Say that again. Consistency keeps the journey moving forward. Procrastination is what keeps the journey in the state of limbo.
Ooh, procrastination.
It's the time again. Still talking about time. If you don't spend that time, the journey is still in limbo. Wasted your own time. Like it.
You want me to do 3? I'm gonna let you
Go ahead.
3. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do 3. So, how does consistency affect my overall well-being and mental health?
It says consistency provides incremental progress, just like being in the gym, seeing results and seeing progress in the amount of you're able to lift. Same thing on the 21 days.
21 days.
Same exact thing.
So let's look before I go to answer. So 21 days. So with those 21 days, Julius, do you write small, big, medium goals in the 21 days, or just like all small goals for like the 21 days?
I like to start with one goal for that 21 days. It's just like a medium goal or a small goal. If you do them large goals and you're just trying to do this 21 day thing from the start, you never do it. Never.
So you read 2 or 3. I'm gonna do 4 or 5, and I'm gonna let you do 6 for the last one. So, like I said, these are like we already put our inputs in, but like I said, this podcast is not only about just me and him. It's about everybody else too, voicing their opinion, giving somebody that you know is struggling with something right now. Like I'm struggling with consistency. These answers is like man, and I got them written down for a reason, so I can go back and still be consistent about reading this and have something to look back on. So
spending that time to be consistent.
there you go. 4,
How-
right?
Number 4.
Yeah, 4.
How can I make my goals more achievable and maintain consistency? Number 4.
All right, so this person becoming consistent and obtaining goals should be approached with a serious plan. So a serious plan, make sure they're written down, you know, they're accessible. A plan in which an individual can commit to and execute day in and day out. A plan in which an individual can see results as they continue on their path of success.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Number 5. How can I celebrate small wins to stay motivated and consistent?
See, I like this one too. But like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I like all of them they sent me. All of them. Some of them were short, some of them was long, but it was real worth it. But 5 for this person. Having a Kobe Bryant mentality.
Woo!
Kobe Bryant once famously said, "The job is not finished. We only celebrate completion." That's all I need to say right quick. That's all I really need to say.
Just the Kobe part enough tells you right there.
When you said Kobe, that made me want to go shoot 100 free throws. You know what I'm saying? Kobe. You want me to read 6 or you got 6?
I got it. I'll read off number 6. The last one, number 6. How can I stay consistent when facing unexpected challenges or setbacks?
Like I said, all these are really good. And like I said, I appreciate everybody that reached out. Oh, I reached out too. Either one of the two. We will always face adversity, variables, trials, and tribulations. Whether they are big or small, the problem will still be there. With that being said, there's always a solution to our problem. Each problem is not a death sentence. God has the final say on our life. And if the problem doesn't put us in the grave, God has set up a way for us to win.
Whew. Put it on faith to be consistent. I like it.
Yeah. So like I said, I put these questions out here to be complex, not just to be like, yeah, I like chicken. What kind of chicken? Chicken.
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 No matter.
Baked. I like fries. What kind of fries? You know, it's all different kind of fries. But that was first person. I had like 5 people tap in, so I'm gonna go. You want me to read?
We'll switch it up.
Yeah, we switch it up. So this is the next person, and the question, like you said, question 1 was, what does consistency look like?
To me, consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. This looks like showing up daily with the heart to grow, even if it's messy or small. For me, that's spending time with God, making healthier food, choices, working out, being present in relationships and responsibilities. Consistency is steady, yes, even on hard days. Man, I went all the way into that, didn't I?
Yeah, but I think it's more on the next page, too. I think that's still... Nope, that was 1. Gotcha. But yeah, this person got really deep, and I really appreciate it. So, you want to read number 2 as well, too? Or?
Yeah, I'll read number 2. Let's go.
All right, how does consistency impact my ability to achieve my goals?
This person says, it is everything. Goals don't move just because I'm excited. They move when I'm disciplined. When I stay consistent, I start to build momentum. Momentum creates results. I like it. Momentum creates results. Even slow progress stacks up if you don't quit. It's the difference between wishing and actually seeing the fruit. It is a proven fact that if you cannot get change from doing nothing, you got to do something. So you won't achieve your goals if you're not being intentional about the movement to get there. You got to be intentional about the movement to get there. I like that.
Yeah, this person got deep.
See that?
So you read 1 and 2. You want me to read 3 and 4?
Go ahead.
All right, cool.
Number 3, how does consistency affect my overall well-being and my mental health?
Consistency brings me stability, which brings me peace. When I'm consistent in the things that matter, like time in the Word, prayer, rest, motivation.
Gotta have that motivation.
And so on, I feel like I'm more grounded. Life doesn't feel so chaotic. My mind and my heart are clear because I've created this rhythm where God can meet me daily.
Like that. Number 4, how can I make my goals more achievable and maintain consistency?
Hey, remember that Kobe Bryant one we heard the last one? Mm-hmm. This one right here, you know how you had your 21 days?
Oh yeah.
Now listen to this one. That's why I wanted to read it so I can get you real quick.
I see. Go ahead.
All right, so break them down. I call them pebbles, rocks, and boulders, and mountains. I actually learned this from an organization called CEO Warrior. So shout out to CEO Warrior. They have their clients map out each quarter with a 90-day plan.
Okay.
Small things that take a few days to a week to get done are pebbles. A few weeks are rocks. A month is a boulder, and more than a month to 90 days are mountains. What can you get done now that will lead you into the next goal as you climb upward? Scheduling things, set visual reminders, because sometimes if it's not in front of you, you forget.
Like, Like it.
That. I was
Like
like,
it.
when I was writing that down, I was
Like it. That's deep.
Ooh, days, rocks. Hold on, pebbles, rocks, boulders, and mountains.
Climbing the mountains, not looking down. I
So,
like it.
like, you know what? I can go. I'm gonna let you read it because we can keep going, but like that, you can't tell me that ain't deep, bro. Like
Deep.
like pebbles. I need to start off with pebbles, and that's where I'm at right now.
Everybody can get a pebble.
But no, with me, I skipped the rocks, the pebbles, rocks. No, I went straight to the mountain. And I think
Blow your back out moving the mountain.
man, I thought I was Paul Bunyan, but you know who I was? A filthy rag. Cause the consistency was shit. The time was shit. You know what I'm saying? The energy was shit.
Because you was nervous.
Yeah, and because I was going to the mountain and not following the 21 days, and 90-day plan. I told you.
Small little steps like pebbles.
I was like, I'm telling you, I'm like that New York rat. I'm trying to get all the cheese and peanut butter at once. You know, I'm trying to get all the cheese and peanut butter at once.
And when you get it all, be sick because you got too much.
Yep. Or I walked into that black little box. Oh, this cheese good.
Trap!
It's just a trap. It's a trap, bro. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Read number 5.
Yeah, bro. It's a trap. Oh, man. All right. How can I celebrate the small wins to stay motivated and consistent?
Such a great thing to do. Reward yourself. You deserve it. I actually speak life over myself. I thank God out loud for helping me make it to the gym, for choosing water over soda, for not popping off when I could have. The simple things, choosing water over soda. I like that. Small wins equal big growth. I always reward myself with meaningful things, whether they're quiet or whether they're loud. Blasting music, mini pods, things like that to actually reward myself. It's important to celebrate the achievements because they are big no matter how small it may seem. Positive rewards fuel positive behaviors. You feel good when you get a reward, so you want to keep achieving to get that feeling. Motivating yourself off of big and small wins. I like it.
I'm gonna just let everybody know that's watching this. This person is getting another. When we do the next topic, this person's gonna be on it too. You know what I'm saying? You know? Not saying the first one not either. You know, but everybody that tipped in. If y'all like podcasts, if y'all just like intellectual conversations, just hit me up. We can chop it up. We can chop it up because this is all about. You know what I'm saying? This is all about. You gonna read 6 too?
I got it. Go ahead.
And then after we read 6, we already read 2 of them. You want me to spin some music?
You already know you got to spend a little more. Just a little bit.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? All right,
Come on.
Because what? I think the energy is a little low, huh?
That way, pick it up just a little bit.
A little bit? Okay, all right.
Just a little bit.
How can I stay consistent when I'm facing unexpected challenges and setbacks?
This person went in. Be realistic.
Yeah.
This is where the grace meets the grit. I have to remind myself that consistency is not perfection. It's okay to pause, but it's not okay to quit. I lean on the Lord for strength. I surround myself with people who will speak truth to me. My flesh wants when my flesh wants to spiral down. It's important to know the setbacks aren't failure. They're feedback. Use that time to regroup. Reframe your focus. Make a new plan if you need to. I think of this as being on the offensive line. When the opposing team pushes you back, you just don't lie there and cry on the turf. You just learn from it. That pushback becomes feedback, not failure. You might need to develop a new strategy or tweak your approach. But the key is to get back up and don't stop. This can be a frustrating situation, but it can reveal to you where your current plan wasn't strong. This gives you the opportunity to recalibrate, refocus. Your vision comes back when you're wiser and stronger. In these moments, I got to stay aligned with God.
Whew. Hey, and on that note, that was just 2. We got some more. But I hope y'all really enjoying episode 1, All Jail Podcast about consistency, bro. Like, This is the type of vibe we trying to bring, and you know the energy might be a little slight. My co-host said I gotta do something real quick. So what I gotta do?
Just spin just a little bit.
All right, man.
Come on, pick it up. Let's go.
Man, you know. All right, so you said pick it up just a little bit.
There we go.
Like it's dirty, it's eternity, baby.
Here's another piece of classic material with DJ Nasty Gravy.
Can I still music? To ride to it, yo. Vibe to it, yo. Damn, let's hit it again. Let's hit with this one. I'ma paint the city red with this one. I'ma hit with this one. See you doing the wall. 2 tours week before Christmas. No assistance, just that persistence with that commitment. If I don't get it, somebody gon' die tonight. I know my vibe is tight, and I deserve the throne. And if the kid ain't right, then let me die in this song. See, I be riding, just riding alone. Put my daddy on my mind, like you gotta be kidding. How the hell you wanna get to see your prince do mistakes? Sometimes I wanna drop a tip on no emotions from a kid. Shell me, so I be, who I be, that's me. That's easy, that baby. Please say the motherfucker. So I be, who I be, that's me. That's easy, that baby. Please say the motherfucker. I done turned the penthouse suite into my natural habitat. I just got my taxi back. Let's cut my cash in half. It ain't hurt. Main chicks ain't on flirt. Older women fall for me. I make them press that life alert. I just feel like to the day I'm ready to right to work. Me, I keep it cool as that even when they get high to first. A lot of people begging on it trying to make it out of this. Don't stop pushing. Catch G's on the couch pushing. I'm on the shots like I'm trying to push.
See, man, I gotta stop because.
What you gotta stop for?
No, because I gotta stop because, man, we gotta finish the podcast.
All
We gotta finish the
right.
podcast.
All right.
But I mean, I can't come over and just spin on live like I usually do. But if I keep going, bro, it's gonna.
I got you.
Podcast ain't gonna get done. We
understand.
gotta get done. You know
I understand. I got you.
I mean, I hope y'all enjoying it because you enjoying it?
You already know I'm enjoying myself.
I'm enjoying myself too.
In the basement, got you spinning. Can't complain.
What do you think about it? No BS going on. We ain't gotta worry about nobody fighting.
Kicking back, relaxing.
Man, just doing a thing, man. Doing a thing. So, all right. We got 1, 2. Whew, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I asked these questions. You feel me? 3,
Went in.
4. We got 4 more. I think. Yeah, we got 4 more.
Let's do it.
So, all right. So, question 1. Oh, if my bro love distracted right now, he watching his Lakers play. You know, I'm not watching my team play right now. We down 2-0 to Cleveland. We getting our ass clap. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happens. You pick bad teams.
No.
You got to pick good teams.
Hey, look. We had a good team. We had a nice little run. LeBron came to South Beach, so he know what's up.
And left.
It's cool. D Wade won a couple rings. You know, shout out to D Wade.
And left.
He retired.
Same
He left
thing.
him.
Ain't there no more.
But
he wouldn't be consistent.
But listen. The rumor is we're supposed to be getting KD. But okay. I mean, that's the rumor. But I mean, He could be. That's another. We could talk about sports another day. That's another topic. You know what I'm saying? But we trying to stay consistent.
got you.
We
I
try to
got
stay
you.
consistent and stay on the task right now.
Unlike KD switching teams, but I hear you. I hear you.
I mean, you can say the same about LeBron.
I mean, he's there for good now. Ain't never leaving. And brought his son to the house. His son to the house. You bring your son to the house, you ain't gonna leave, right?
Hey man, I have my shoes off all June, so I'm like I live here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm consistently comfortable right now.
Right. Rent will be charged at the end of the month.
Whoa.
21 days, I'll send you a rent check.
Ooh, I gotta pay rent at the first, buddy. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. So all right. So the next question. Well, you already know what the first question is. This is the next person. What does consistency look like to you? Doing something repetitive that you value, so that ladder never stops. I was like, what? The ladder don't stop. I literally had to read this response. No disrespect to the person or nothing like that. Because it was a short answer, but it was kind of very detailed if you really open your mind to it. So I'm gonna read it again. So doing something repetitive that you value so that you later never stop. When I say ladder or later to never stop, I was thinking of the actual ladder because it's rungs on the ladder.
That's what I thought the same thing.
That's what I had to read it back a couple times. Like when I was writing it down, I'm like ladder, later. I was like ladder. Then when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, because ladders got rungs on it,
And you keep going.
and then. You know, thinking about it too, ladder is like you can't take 2 steps on the ladder. You'll break your damn neck. You gotta go step by step by step by step by step by step. And I'm like, damn.
Skip a step, what happens? Fall all the way down to the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, and you consistently start at the bottom, right? I mean, you can't start at. How many people can start at the top? I mean, a lot of people start at the top and go at the bottom, but I mean that's this.
But somebody else has worked hard for them to start at the top, though. Somebody did. Just don't start that without somebody working.
Yeah, you gotta put the key in the ignition somehow, right?
True.
All right. What's number 2? Let me go ahead.
How does consistency impact my ability to achieve my goals?
When consistency is used for achieving goals, the ability to do so it becomes easier as long as the consistency is on the right thing to achieve those goals.
Okay. Another short but deep response. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they all don't have to be super long. Like you have to sit back and read. Like, let me read that again.
Make it short and sweet, they'll be able to understand it.
Let me read it again. But like, yeah. As long as I'm gonna read the last part. As long as the consistency is on the right things to achieve those goals, you there. I mean, you there, bro. So, man, you know, I'm feeling it. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna be cool.
Like, yeah, that's good.
All right, cool. What's 3?
Number 3, how does consistency affect my overall well-being and my mental health?
All right, before I answer that, you know what I'm saying? You know, we always do a little sidebar, a little thing like that. Hey, shout out to everybody that's been paying attention to the live or checking it out, man. Make sure y'all like, share, heart this thing for us, man. Hey, we're going to consistently keep bringing y'all podcasts because, I mean, the flow is right here. It's crazy right now. It's going crazy. I'm enjoying this. I can feel like I could do this every day of the week, you know what I'm saying? But depending on how one feels about the thing that they are being consistent with, it can make their well-being and their mental health positive due to seeing positive results or feedback from being consistent.
Okay. Say that last part again.
Oh, so you want me to say it? So, their well-being and mental health, positivity due to seeing positive results or feedback from being consistent.
Other people see that too. So that makes a huge difference. Everybody else can be like, if they can do it, we can do it as well.
Right. That's just like, you know, everybody's making podcasts nowadays. Everybody being entrepreneurs. Everybody being business moguls. But, I mean, if you're compassionate about it, I mean, I don't care. Everybody's nervous about starting something new or doing something, you know what I'm saying?
Almost
doing
everybody.
something different.
Almost everybody.
Okay, everybody's not you, Julius.
I'm just
Damn.
saying. You keep saying that word that I don't understand. I'm just saying not everybody.
You gonna understand about this motherfucker by episode 6 or something like shit.
I'm just saying. I'm trying.
I'm
I'm
just
trying to
saying,
learn
all right,
new words
you know what?
consistently.
You know what?
That way that my time is
It's
spent
cool.
well.
It's cool. I'm gonna let you do one by yourself and see how nervous you be. Since it's your first time being on live. Yeah, you won't nervous about being on live?
I have to know what the word means to be able to be that. If I don't know what it means, how can I be that?
Why? Why? Oh man. Oh.
All right, number 5.
4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
I skipped again. All right. How can I make my goals more achievable and maintain consistency?
You know why you skip again?
Because I keep rolling the sheet.
Nah.
I just keep rolling the sheet.
Because you're nervous. Putting that timeline.
What?
You heard what I
Say
said.
that again. Let me Google that word again. Hold on.
You heard what I said.
Spell it for me though. Hold on. Just for a minute.
Hey, don't exit out your game.
No, just for I want to be able to understand the
Even if
word.
you're not watching the game right now, the Lakers are down by 2 points to Minnesota. So I mean, putting a timeline to your goals will help you to see how much your consistency has paid off. Like in the gym, if in a month your goal is to lift 5 pounds more, and when the month is over, you have reached your goal, you can feel like your consistency was worth it. Having an accountability partner, friends, can also make those goals more achievable.
You know, so everybody keeps relating the gym to consistency. Mm-hmm. Everybody. Mm-hmm. I think that's where it starts. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but everybody's saying it's where it starts.
Shit, I ain't been in the gym for more like 3 weeks.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, ain't nobody perfect, but I'm just saying every single answer that we've answered, almost every single one starts with the gym.
Because everybody wants to lose weight, tone up, make their butt bigger, make their chest bigger, make their tricep bigger.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to get that personal appearance about themselves. So like, oh, I look good. Hey, listen, I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all can look good, but on the inside, y'all can feel like shit.
True.
I know that firsthand. So, I mean, hey.
We've all been there, right?
Mm-hmm. Money look good, but it smell like shit. You know, you don't know where it came from, really. But hey, all right.
It's all recycled. You don't know where it's been. It's
Recycle.
all recycled.
Recyclable.
You catch that?
That's on another topic. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get canceled on episode 1. You know
All right.
gotta
Get canceled ain't good, so I'm with you on that one. I'm with you.
We can toe the line until we see where our viewers and shit at. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that.
5, right?
All right, I'm right on this one, number 5, right?
Yeah, you good. You good.
All right. Just
Good
making
job.
sure.
Good job.
I didn't want you to think I was Nedless.
He said that.
What is it? Nedless? What was it again? Hold on. Let me go. Hold on. Wait a minute.
read
Hold on. 5. Let me go back to that
bro.
word.
Just read.
Let me sound it out. Nerlava. Never mind. Let me just keep
What
going.
you speaking Italian?
I'm going to get it. That's what it is. I think it's Italian. I'm going to just keep going. Number 5.
You speaking Spanish or something?
How can I celebrate small wins to stay motivated and consistent?
I think praising yourself by doing something you love to do as a reward for the goals you hit will give the satisfaction to you so that you will want to stay motivated and consistent. Having friends or loved ones generally care about your progress is also very substantial too.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, like, real talk, that last part, I struggle with that a lot, and I'm gonna apologize to you. I apologize.
What you apologize to me for?
I apologize to everybody that's watching too that I'm cool with and stuff like that, because I mean, you know, when life be life, and I don't like to be open, or you know,
Everybody
I
though.
like to be distant. But I'm just saying, like, we being truthful here, you know what I'm saying. Just you got people that's in your corner, but then like you had that thought in the back of your head, like nobody really give a shit about me or really care about me. It's just that when you in that rut, and then you know, it takes you a while to come up, like, damn, bro, I ain't see you in a month, or you ain't talked to me in a couple of weeks, bro.
What happened?
Like, life be life, but then, like, shit, and you tell them, like, shit, I was going through some shit, too, but I still hit you up. I'm like, you right. So, yeah, that's the part that I consistently, no pun intended, I consistently need to work on. So.
Everybody handles their mental health in a different way, right?
Yeah, and then number 6, they kept it short and sweet. So keep your eyes on the prize, and having others hold you to the accountability you need them to.
What was number 6? How can I stay consistent when facing unexpected challenges or setbacks? I like that answer back.
Yeah. You want me to read it again?
No. I didn't read the question in my head, in my mind when you said it.
Yeah.
So I was just helping myself out. Take it and be consistent with the question as an answer. That's it.
Right. So I mean, we're gonna read one more, and then I already know what he gonna want me to do. So
And one more time. One more
I
time.
don't want to do. So I mean, you want to read these?
Let's
next-
switch.
these
There you
next
go.
6? All right, cool. So, all right, we down here now.
Gotcha.
All right, man. I feel like, man, this is cool, bro. Like, we vibing, bro. We vibing. We doing
Everybody got something good to say. I like it.
It's something different too. This is something different. That's why you get all aspects: young, old, male, female. You know, it doesn't really matter the race. It's just you get all different aspects, and you look like, damn, I ain't really think about it like that. You know, we look at the glass half. I look at the glass half full. You know what I'm saying? So, what else can I put in my cup?
I don't know. You're right. It's half full. You're right.
That's empty. Don't let him lie to y'all. That's
A little bit of water in there. Just a little bit.
That's some melted ice. All right. So, what does consistency look like to you?
Consistency is seeing the same or similar behaviors and actions from an individual. It can look like unchanging patterns, whether it's good or in the wrong direction. Short and sweet.
How does consistency impact my ability to achieve my goals?
Consistency can impact achieving your goals by showing whatever's going on in your life. You always show up and give it your all. This is why it's important not to base yourself on work ethics, but on your feelings and emotions. The foundation of your work ethics should be coming from consistency.
So all these, it don't even matter if they're short or sweet. It's just I think the way that I ask these questions. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting like deep things. I'm thinking like, man, this is good, bro. Like I'm like, this is gonna be really good, man. So
And everybody went straight in.
yeah. And 3. See how I'm staying in order?
I see that. I see.
No shots at Jigga. I'm just letting him know. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm wearing a vest. I ain't even worried about it. Go ahead.
we getting him
Keep
right.
shooting him.
We getting him right.
Keep shooting him.
He gonna be a seasoned vet by episode 3, 4. What you think?
Episode number 2.
Oh,
Number 2.
oh, you inspired.
I'm not inspired. I'm just going to be consistent on improving my time and the energy that I put into this podcast.
And be impactful too, right?
You already know. The impactful is on episode 2 being flawless.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I think you saying that because you get to pick the next topic. That's why.
So that's too easy for me, flawless. It's too easy.
Okay.
It's too easy.
Yeah, but I might have a question. So yeah, boy.
It'll still be easy because I'm driving. I'm in the driver's seat.
Oh, so I'm gonna just be.
We even gonna switch seats in the next podcast. if
Oh,
it's
so I
something
mean,
like
you
that.
gonna sit in this chair and I get to sit in the car.
And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spin next podcast.
Nah, let me spin. Let me spin.
No, man, I got like a little spinning top somewhere in this basement. I'll just put it on there and I got it. You watch. You can still play the music though, but I just.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Just saying. You can do the music and I do the top. I'm not saying I want to DJ. I just said I want to spin.
Hey, I'm not gonna block your blessing if you want to give it a shot. I mean,
That's all right. That's all right.
So, look, we getting off topic here.
It's all right. Number 2.
That's a good 3. 3. We already read 2.
I just read number 2.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to 3 now.
No,
You
I
said number 2.
No, I said you 2 go on to 3.
No, you did.
Replay it. That's what I said. I said you
When
go on.
we edit it, we'll replay it. But
I said you go on to 2. That's why we're on number 3.
If
All right,
you're
go
wrong,
ahead.
you gotta take a shot.
All right, I'm good with that.
So, how does consistency affect my overall well-being and mental health? I'm not laughing at the question.
This person,
I'm
no,
laughing
I'm
at
with you. This person tied it in. Same thoughts from question 2 can be incorporated in this answer. Consistency comes from your behavior patterns. For example, you know, if you have therapy every other Thursday, you can have a disagreement with a coworker at work, and now you're upset again. You shouldn't allow feelings that are temporary to mess up your situation or affect your attendance. Participate and assist with your long-term goals. I think for everybody, disagreement will always sidetrack you. That's why you can't be consistent. You let that disagreement get in you, and you're like, you know what? I'm mad now. I'm pissed off. It's time to do nothing.
Right.
It's time for what is it? I need a self-help day or a mental day.
No, those are true now.
I'm with you, but I'm just saying I think it's an easy excuse not to be consistent, though. But that's just me.
But there's a lot of different ways that you can just say, like, I ain't really feeling it, so I'm just not gonna do it. So I mean,
True.
So, 4, how can I make my goals more achievable and maintain consistency?
Use the SMART goal method. Make your goals so they're specific. Use details, measurables. Track your progress. Think about the current circumstances and access different resources that are relevant. Think about how it relates to the bigger picture. Set a timeline to make your actions and your behavior patterns that are going to help you reach your goals versus your emotions and feelings. Too easy to get emotional and get in your feelings and shut down. Too easy.
5, how can I celebrate small wins to stay motivated and consistent?
Be able to track your progress to see how close you are to achieving your goals. An example, your goal is to save $2,000 in 8 months. Every time you increase your savings by only $250, you can still applaud yourself. You're getting closer to achieving your goal. I think that's an easy goal to get, to be happy about. Yeah. Saving money, look at your bank account on Friday and see it's increasing. I don't know about everybody else, but I try not to look at the bank account. I don't see what I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm about to get some takeout, you know what I'm saying?
Just don't look at the bank account. You ain't got to get takeout.
Like, man, it's a pizza day, you know what I'm saying? So, and then 6, how can I stay consistent with facing unexpected challenges and setbacks?
This one says, refer to the answer for question number 2. So I guess number 2 ties right into it. Consistency that impacts your goals by showing whatever it is going on in your life.
I can take that. Hey, like I said, this episode 1, I'm going to keep saying, it's about consistency. This is my co-host, Julius. Cool, great guy. If y'all need to take a bathroom break or whatever y'all need to do, y'all need to go take a smoke break, whatever you need to do. He look like his cup empty, so he got to go get him something else to drink.
Got to get it refilled.
And then while you're in the process of doing that, I think I need a bottle of water. Do you want me to wait to spin till you come back or just go ahead and spin? Like, what you want me to do?
How about we just spend a little longer, that way I can still listen, get the water, and refill the cup.
Say less.
There we go.
Say less. All Jail Podcast, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for real.
What you got in the bag this time?
Man, I don't know, man. You gotta expect the unexpected when you're dealing with DJ Nasty Gravy. Man.
Every single time I'm surprised. So let's see what you got. Let's see.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Need beat.
Hey, that's a needed beat. That's right. Coming live from Ghetto Video USA once again. But this time though, I have to introduce to the world. Yeah. What's his name? Oh yeah. What's up? It's my real, right? Wow. Hey. This time though, we're gonna give y'all something new once again. And we do it. What it do,
what it is. You get money like this here. High feel, hate to feel. Come a ball on a little high lead. This beat, this here. Keep that steam. Couple minutes.
keep my gun in my jaw, ducking the sad news. My phone say 7 missed calls, I know it's bad news. Just like that love me so scarred, I know it that's true. And my tongue got so hard, I got it tattooed. I ain't did no shows, but made some bread. I gotta keep the family fed. Just talk to Pops about the feds. I ain't gonna lie, he had me scared. I feel him coming, I'll keep on running. If we go down bad, keep it 100. My girl love in my ear screaming, spend some time. I promise I'll be here when I get here sometime. Right now, I gotta get what's mine. I'll be thugging to the end of time. Niggas tell they lame, since they love saying my name. Make sure you write the truest in the motherfucking game.
Tonight you shout with your height that the sky won't catch you. The highest form of my admiration. I ain't no connoisseur, but I'm kinda sure you will admire my tasting before the sun grazes you. I'm trying to see how deep you are, and believe me, shawty, I ain't talking about no intimate conversation. I wanna see if I can make you reach things unobtainable when I peek into your nature. And I promise you my goals will exceed any physical pleasure. I wanna give you what's better than better. The better my effort, the wetter her treasure. The more these mere moments seem like heavens or temporary forevers.
Listen to a piece of classic material with DJ Nasty Gravy.
Make your love come down so my mind might help you. Get it down my imagination, let me redefine foreplay.
Shawty so fine, so fresh. Diced pineapples that my baby tastes the best. I nearly lost my mind. Guess it was a test. Swept off her feet when they bought her on a Lex. Paid it off cash, so I never wrote a check. Leave my cars in that crib, I'm just stunting on that X. Excellent, and I know it sound a mess. I let her make her toes curl as I'm licking on her flesh. Sex all night, couple shots to Ciroc. Crib on the water, got LeBron up the block.
Money ain't a thing, baby, welcome to the mall. Dice pineapples, talking dollars by the jar. Joe bag got me wishing I could sing.
Snow Thugger on the bounce around bounces. AKA people that came with an out. These bars run the rouses. You wanna compete, wanna go the chief of the police who got the keys to the streets. I'm a full-time hustler, one-time rhymer. I'm having things for real. You come tighten up your rhyme. Cause I know you just went to school and learn to use public tokens. Trying to copy you. She moves out at 10 o'clock news. You can't survive when my shoes are born to pay my dues. Just your cartoon moves. Yes, to the news. I rock in my gym and 50 Cent crowd and spend most of my weekends cruising the club cloud. From the west to the south, way to the east coast. I switch time zones, voted, switch clothes. I was born to
talk to me, man. It's your boy Young Ho. We turn them up, the noise up. We can get right into the proceedings to see. Have both of the start, bring it down a little bit. Okay. Now we working with it. The boy Face up in baseline there. Smart. Welcome to New York City. It's your boy Young Ho. Chill. Kanye West on the track. Shot time. What's going on now, man? Can I talk to y'all for a minute? Let me talk to y'all for a minute. Get rid of the time, baby. I don't want much. Let me talk to you. Come on. Guess who's back? Still smelling in my clothes. Don't make me have to relapse on this. Take it back out the taxi on road when I was hugging it. Killed the blood with it, straight from the oven with it. Came from the dirt, I immersed in it. Put a stain on my shirt. You can blame my own. She is still there, I'm still with it. He made me milk this game back. That's right.
another one, and another one. scale that they weigh the whales with. Cartoons on the Jeep. The guy who made the prototype. Hope you get the picture, but you just can't focus on German. Naked, kicking down the door and me burning naked. The house costs $1 million. Sitting on the beach and the only thing I know is furnish on the ticket. My bathtub lift up my walls over 3 6.
Yeah.
You know.
There we go.
You know. I mean.
Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
A little something, man. A little flavor in your ear. You feel me? A little flavor. Oh, man. You read them, so I'm going to read them this time. Hey, y'all read them. I'm going to keep saying it, man. All GL Podcast, episode 1 about consistency, man. I really won't really spin, but, the code said, man, play some.
Gotta spin,
man. Gotta show my abilities, right?
Damn right. Gotta be consistent on showing your abilities.
Look at you. You ain't no rookie. You doing pretty good. So, all right.
Number one.
We got 2 more after this, I think. So we pretty good. So yeah, we about to wrap this up though. We doing pretty good. So what you say, number 1?
Number 1. What does consistency look like to you?
All right. So for this person, it says following a process the exact way 90% of the time or more, or getting the same results 90% of the time or more. Yeah, that's short and sweet. I mean, if you ain't consistently more, I say if you ain't more consistent more than 75% of the time,
you ain't gonna succeed.
You failing.
100%.
You failing, bro. So,
how does consistency impact my ability to achieve my goals?
Consistency, effort, when applied in the correct way, creates progress, which also builds confidence. The key is to apply it in the correct way, because you will not achieve anything if your efforts are applied incorrectly. You'll just be consistently bad at something and eventually get discouraged.
We all get discouraged too quickly.
That's just That's just human nature, man. I just think that's human nature. You feel me?
It is.
So, I mean,
how does consistency affect my overall well-being and mental health?
I kind of answered in question number 2. It's all about where the consistency applies. It's being applied in a positive or negative way.
True. How can I make my goals more achievable and maintain consistency?
Be intentional. I think that it's forgotten when working toward a goal. Understand that you might not have an easy path to success. If you did, you'll already be successful. While you're working towards your end goal, be consistent in your progress and be intentional with your process. That you'll be able to see what works and what not works. What doesn't work. I'm sorry.
True. It's all going to work out eventually. You'll see exactly what the problem is.
Oh, yeah.
How can I celebrate small wins to stay motivated and consistent?
And I like about all these different questions, all this, it's the same question, but just different responses. And I'm like, man, I can apply to all these for real. So the way we celebrate our wins are based on each person, which is fact. I think it's great to celebrate, but understand the job isn't finished.
True. You got to have them small celebrations, but get right back on task.
Yeah.
So I'm with that. How can I stay consistent when facing unexpected challenges or setbacks?
I think that when attention comes in, there will be things that come up unexpectedly. But if we understand what causes those things, then we'll tweak our process to prevent those hiccups in the future.
It's all about starting and stopping, unfortunately.
Yeah. If you ain't got good breaks,
everybody hates to stop, but you gotta stop to start again sometimes.
Oh, yeah. So we got one more person, and then with this how I got it set up with the last person, I'm gonna let you read the 6, and then I'm gonna finish it off with what else that this person wrote too. So.
I got you.
Yeah, man. We're almost done here, man.
Let's get it. Number 1.
What does consistency looks like to you?
Consistency to me looks like a familiar picture a smell, a touch, or an action that's always the same. That's the definition of consistency. It's not doing the same thing, getting the same results, but like it says, the same smell, the same picture.
Consistency and repetition kind of go hand in hand. Basically, that's kind of what that sounds like. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm with you on that. Number 2.
How does consistency impact my ability to achieve my goals?
Consistency will always impact one's ability to achieve any goal. Why? Because goals require specific, constant steps. All goals start with an ideal dream. Then some of them do research. Some will come up with a plan. Some implement. It's all about adjusting and modifying. If you keep your eyes on the prize, consistency will always maintain hard work and daily entertain negative people and put them in a better place.
How does consistency affect my overall well-being and mental health?
Consistency and positive determination is the key to achieving any goal if it's important to you. You will always water it down, but you'll always grow.
How can I make my goals more achievable and maintain consistency?
Falls right into the small wins. You must celebrate small wins, even if it's easy. It's worth to celebrate. Every mountain starts with a pedal. Start stacking those rocks. Every mountain starts with a pebble. Start stacking those rocks.
How can I celebrate small wins to stay motivated and consistent?
A righteous man can fail. Falling, stumbling, setbacks, and challenges are all part of life. These are the weights that we have to lift to rebuild our character. Get back up, shake it off. It's an honest evaluation, and you always have to adjust to make a better plan and be consistent in implementation.
And then number 6, the final question. How can I stay consistent when facing unexpected challenges or setbacks?
Consistency is the ability for a person or a thing or a substance that is handled and treated the same way every time to produce the exact same results every time. So you have to stay consistent.
And then we're going to finish with this last little tidbit right here, man. But like I said, man, before I even get to that part, we're going to go ahead and finish that. So this last little bit to let y'all, stew on and be like, man, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good topic. When the next one coming?
Next week.
So consistency is the ability for a person or a thing or a substance, if handled or treated the same way every time, to produce the exact same results every time, provided no external forces interfere with the process. Personally, consistency requires first a goal, strong desire, second discipline, third determination. And then prioritize what's important equals desire to achieve it. Determination, develop your abilities, and then positive feedback equals consistency. Hey,
love it.
Hey, man. Like I said, man, I really enjoyed this first episode. Like I said, it was a rough draft. We'll go through some editing or whatever, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed it too. And it's going to be on the YouTube channel, of course. Make sure y'all go ahead, like, subscribe to Nasty Gravy ENT. Got 609 subscribers. Not only my DJ mixes, but my podcast is going to be on there as well, too. So hope y'all ready to see episode 2. I put the ball in the court of my co-host, Julius. He has the second topic.
I got it. Number 2, coming soon.
It's coming soon. But like I said, I appreciate y'all, man.